Yes, welcome, welcome everyone. My name is Ifra Hassan, and I will be your host for today's amazing leadership discussion or leadership cocktail that we have, which is one of my absolute favorite because it's one thing to do business together, to train together, but it's another to really delve deep and get to know. We all have stories, right? So what is your story? What is it? What makes you who you are? This is why we have this leadership cocktail. So every Sunday we invite phenomenal leaders across the globe that share their story, their humble beginnings, and how things are, how they are right now, and how it's going. And today's guest, you're absolutely going to love. What I absolutely love about our guest today is the fact that her story is like the girl next door. Anybody from anywhere can relate to it. She's very much relatable, and you're going to absolutely love it. And of course, she has an amazing personality, very likable, and I have no doubt that you're all going to love this for sure. All right. So I see more people are tuning in. Continue to say hi. I'm going to bring on our guest here because we do want to start on time. All right. My sister Rahma, I lost your hand. Okay. I lost your hand. I had it up. Okay. So let's hope that everything works out today, okay? Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, my brother Raymond. I was just saying earlier, I have no idea how Ivy managed to book me for an entire weekend, but I'm here anyways. Either way, I would have been on the call anyways, right? So I love it. I love it. Thank you for all taking the time. I hope that you have informed your guests, your partners everywhere. And definitely this is the time to gather ourselves, bring your coffee, your tea, your favorite beverage, and let's have an awesome time. So I'm going to bring on Rahma here. I do see Rahma, okay, on the call here. And we are going to get started because I'm sure we will have a lot more discussion afterwards. Her story is just so powerful that without a doubt, we are going to have an amazing power hour. Okay, power hour. I'm trying to join, but can't join as a panelist. Okay, I apologize, and I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not sure why. Are you getting a message, Rahma? What is it saying? Okay. Technical issues. Okay, let's see, Rahma. What is it saying? I'm going to try to bring on. Want to invite you. Usually you get a message saying, join as a panelist. Oh, it says connecting. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's hope that. Yay. I see you. I see you.
Yay. Oh my God. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Bismillah. All right. Calm down, Rahma. Bismillah. Okay. I need my video on though. Yeah.
Yes.
So, fine.
I made you.
I was like, okay, come. Phone, don't let me down. Alhamdulillah. What should I say? I was telling my phone, don't let me down today, man. Oh my God. Good morning, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. All
yes,
right.
yes. So when you're ready on the camera, I'm going to officially welcome you and we will get started.
I'm ready for.
Okay. Let's see if we can get you on the screen. Yes, yes.
Alhamdulillah. We are all ready now.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So I just see your photo a little bit here. Okay, it's a little up and down, but at least we can see you, right? We can see you can all see Rahma, you can all hear. Hello, my dear Arania from Thailand. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So just those of you that are joining, in Ottawa, we had a huge power outage yesterday, and Rahma is one of the people who has been affected. So she's using her data, which is not the most reliable at times. So bear with us if you see some connection issue, that is the reason, okay? But I'm quite sure that we're gonna have an amazing time. There you go, I can see you there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to none other than our special guest today, who is, a good, dear sister, a friend, and one of our amazing, amazing leaders. Rahma Mohamed is actually a lifestyle director one with Opulence Global, and she's based right here in Ottawa, Canada. She joined Opulence Global in September of 2019 and had zero, that's right, zero experience in business, never mind in selling or network marketing. She's also a nurse, okay, a nurse And today she's an entrepreneur as well. When she initially started her business, and I will never forget this, all she wanted to get was a bigger discount for Fountain of Life, all right? And she's gonna share the story why Fountain of Life was the reason she decided to launch with us. So all she wanted was like, sister, I want a discount. That's it. How can I get a discount, right? But then what happened? After 3 months, she started learning about the business. She saw all these amazing things happening. She decided to get started, right? So right away, she upgraded to a lifestyle advisor because now she understood the power of being a lifestyle advisor. And she started doing presentations. That's right. She's starting doing presentations. Today, ladies and gentlemen, her organization is in 23 countries with over 400 sisters and brothers across the globe, earning over 40,000 in 2020 alone. That's right. I love the story Rahma shares, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you about that earning when she compares it to her full-time job, which is just mind-boggling. Now, launching her lifestyle advisor shop, what has it allowed her to do? It allowed her, to become a car owner. That's right. She is one of our proud Opulence Global car owners. She's also paid her entire student loan thanks to our amazing opportunity. And she recently got a brand new apartment, and she used her money, her commission, to actually furnish everything. I remember her sharing in one of our calls that she didn't even, for like one spoon, she didn't use her own money. She used what she earned from Opulence Global to furnish her home, her new apartment, and it allowed her to gain the freedom that she never, ever thought was possible. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my sister Rahma. Good morning to you, my dear. Okay, I think you're on mute, my sister.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for always the encouragement and support that you provide. So just my dad room is just for back. All right, thank you guys. I'm honored to be here. For giving me the opportunity to share with you guys. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, it's just a little choppy. Your voice is a little choppy.
Okay. I just turned on the data and I should be okay.
Yes, please do that. Please do that. Continue to welcome everybody. Welcome. For those of you that are tuning in later on, bear with us today. We've had some issues with the internet and power outage here in Ottawa last night, and Rahma is one of the people who's affected, but definitely we will try to make this work. Okay. So yes,
even though I have that room, I think it's the Freedom Mobile wireless might be affected. That's why my connection is on and off.
Okay, right now you're a little better. So let's see how we do. Okay. Let's see how we do. So we're gonna get right down to business, Rahma. So can you tell us a little bit about your background? Now we know you're a nurse and an entrepreneur, but who's really Rahma?
So if I look about my background, so I and Rahma is well. And what do you mean, like just business wise or just by my personal life? Is kind of well, I'm
exactly.
Exactly. So Rahma, really, I just normal human, normal like you guys. So just doing, then working day to day, trying to maintain a life as stable as you can.
Okay, and the internet cut her right through. Oh, I see she's back.
Sorry, why are you kicking me out? So I did, and I joined the company. Before the company, I was just doing my nursing job, just helping out the house and work, and that's it. Then Opulence Global, when I joined it, I was just totally different, Rahma, than before Opulence. So, yeah.
Okay, so Raymond is suggesting, Rahma, let's try this. Turn off your video and let's see if your audio is better, okay? Because it's still a bit choppy.
Okay. Well, before I joined Opulence Global, I was totally different Rahma than now. I used to be very shy. I used to be very uncomfortable coming public speaking. I used to be just going to work, coming home, just me out of somehow. Even though I have 4 parts, I don't know this freedom mobile connection with. So after I joined Opulence Global, I became new Rahma that is not scared to be on Zoom calls, not scared to be shy to speak in public. So after I joined Opulence Global, I became totally new person who is confident in speaking publicly. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So going from a regular girl who just works for herself, just very quiet, very reserved. You know, I remember meeting Rahma decades ago when I was a community activist, right? And she would come to our events and she's always sit in a corner, very quiet. So I remember that quite well. Now let's fast forward here. In 2019, you decided to take a vacation down to Kenya to visit your family there. And then one
Yes.
day, yeah, so can you share with us how did you come across Opulence Global?
So in 2019, I was one of the people who follows Ifrah on Facebook. So I was just following her lives on about Fountain of Life, Opulence. And focusing much, I was just catching her lives on and off whenever I was on Facebook. So 2019, I was visiting my mom at that time in Kenya. So one of her videos that when I went to Kenya, whenever I go to Kenya, I develop pneumonia. So because of the pollution and the environment, it's not good for me somehow. And so one time I was watching her live in Facebook. She was talking about Fountain of Life, how it is very powerful antioxidant, powerful anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial. And I know when I have pneumonia, it's the inflammation of my lungs. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this supplement to see if it's going to help with my asthma. So I contacted Ifrah and I told her it was. And then she told me, oh, the products in Kenya, you can try it. Then she contacted me, Lucy Cran, at that time. And I called her, then she sent me a bottle and to a motorcycle. So I remember the guy. So she told me the price. I didn't even negotiate the price. I just paid whatever the price I was told at that time. And because my health was more important. So I tried, Lucy instructed me how to use it. Then after the first few days, I was able to sleep better. Before, whenever I'm pneumonia, I'm very congested and I was coughing, I was not getting enough sleep and was struggling to breathe. Then after I started using Fountain of Life, the first few weeks I was better. Then I continued to use it. Then then I came to I was back to Edmonton, September 2019. Then I was just still.
Bear with us, everyone. Okay, bear with us. There's going to be a lot of in and out, but I hope.
Oh, sorry, guys. So then when I'm back to September 2019 to Edmonton, I saw Ifrah on Coco Beach that was when the time she was on cruise. I was like, oh my God, that's beautiful place that she's at. Then I was back and then I told that I left my Fountain of Life. I was like, where are you at? And she was on vacation because of Opulence. I was like, oh my God, I want to be one of those I want to go on that vacation. Then she introduced me to the business, and so to get better discount at that time because I didn't want to buy the product all the time at the price of it at that time in Edmonton. So can I join it at the same time and get better discount? She said yeah. Then I joined it at 2019 September, and she after she explained to me, I think she explained to one person at that time, so I didn't even go to Zoom. I was happy. Then I think about my username. 2 hours it took me because I wanted to be perfect name. So then she just gave me the link. I remember I registered by myself because that time I used to work night shift during my nursing career. So I registered it. Then it went well. Then after she sent me all my 5 support, all the scheduling, everything, then I'm gonna just continue. So I said, so that's how I started. Then eventually I joined Opulence School because she added me to Opulence, and I think it was group 1 at that time. Opulence Empire Somali group 1. Yeah, then eventually I see everybody was
Before you go there, thank you for sharing with us. So what I love about your introduction to Opulence Global, you know that African proverb that says, it takes a village to raise a family. Rahma was in Kenya, okay? And it wasn't until my sister Lucy Kuria gave her a bottle of Fountain of Life that she actually took a look at the opportunity, even though she knew me for a decade, was watching my lives, but it didn't make her move. You see, when we talk about Opulence Nation, this is the power of Opulence Nation. And anytime, wherever you are, you're able to tap in to a sister or brother in another continent, in another country, and connect them to your people. So that's the first thing I want to highlight. And I want to give a huge shout out to my sister Lucy Kuria, who was just phenomenal. I will never forget when Rahma messaged me and saying, can you imagine I got my product within 2 hours? Yes, I said, that is the concierge service we provide, okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to highlight about your introduction. The second thing you spoke about, which I absolutely love, is the fact that it wasn't until you saw me go on a cruise. Just yesterday, we were talking about the Opulence incentives, right? We're Opulence incentives. And we're talking about the importance of being loud with your business. So when I got to the cruise, I was live streaming everything. I was showing everybody. So clearly, it moved Rahma. She already loves the product. And now I got to go on a cruise. My goodness, this is what I want to do. So I wanted to also highlight that. The last thing, which brings me to my next question, is when you spoke about how it took you 2 hours to decide what your name, your company's name was going to be. That goes to show me, like it goes to show everybody your personality in whatever that you do it with perfection, right? With perfection, because you understood that this is a global business. I need to take it seriously. I can't just say, oh, whatever, shop this, right? So that name that you've decided, and now it shows up in, so many places, which I absolutely love. And we're going to talk about that soon. I love that. So now my question to you, Rahma, is when you finally decided to partner with us in September 2019. One thing I always remember, and I remember my soul sister Steph and I talking about this, is how coachable you were. Whatever that we have recommend in one of our trainings, Rahma would go and actually do it. She wasn't just there to listen to what's going on. She was there to actually take action right away. Okay, so talk to us about how, after being in the business for a few months, what made you wake up to start building your business?
The one thing was I was working. I was missing all the webinars, especially the cooperative webinars. So those are what I always want to listen. So I was working night shift. It was hard to catch up all the webinars. So you and Stephanie, I always thank you guys. So you told me to watch the recordings that passed by, so and take a note, and whatever I don't understand, put my first support. So that's, I take it very seriously. So I remember writing down what's Fountain of Life, writing down all the detail about Fountain of Life, all the detail about our creams, everything at that time, the product we had, the fashion, how to do business explanation. Even though I wasn't planning to do any explanation, I was still writing down the notes in general. So, and then I So then at first, my family was not happy when I joined the business. They said, you're perfect. You have a healthcare career. You're a nurse. You have the perfect profession. Why do you need MLM? At that time, I didn't know MLM was actually a career. Entrepreneur was a career. I didn't know at that time until I listened to the forensic calls and everything. Before then, helping me catch up the recordings helped me build my mentality very strong. So whatever everybody says negative about the business or the MLM industry, I was very guided, protected from all their and saying all their bad stuff. So, and catching up the recordings and watching and plugged into all the trainings, the Somali call, the community calls, it helped me build my personality and my confidence about the business, about the product, about myself. I was thinking, can I do this? Can I do this? If I say, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Then okay, if she can do it, I can do it. So still I have that mentality built at that time from 2019. Then eventually I started sharing the business and the product. Whoever says no, I was like, you know what? Okay, don't worry about it. Somebody else is there who needs them. So I was going to the next person. Then eventually my business grew. And before I even came back to Ottawa, I was LD1. My business grew very fast within that period of time. Very short time. Yeah. So Opulence Global helped me with become very confident, not to be shy. I remember the first time I was about to do testimony, my heart was pounding, just doing testimony. Forget about doing presentation, I forget about doing leadership cocktails. So I was very, very, very shy person. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you shared a lot in there. Now, I guess the question was more like, in the first 3 months, you didn't really right away started building right away, like you said, because you're working full time. Your family was talking down, right?
Yeah.
But there was something that you always share with us in our groups where you've seen something within the team that made you say,
yes. The MGRS, a lot of people are qualified MGRS, they get free bonus. They also like, why am I not getting those MGRS? Why I'm not getting this bonus? And why I'm not, my picture is not there. So qualified car club, so qualified MGRS. How can I do this then? You guys told me how to do the MGRS. So, I'm going to do this. If they can do it, I can do it. So then I started and catching up my MGRS months.
Yes.
MGRS was the one that attracted me to build the team. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So working full time, doing your business, despite all the negativity that you're getting from outside, including your own family, you still got to work. Now, in 2020, as we all know, while the world was in complete shutdown, right? Our business, our company grew by almost 400%. Okay, so of course, Rahma being in business for a year, about 4 months, right? September 2019 is when she started. And by actually March 2020 is when everything shut down. So she had about 6-7 months in the business already. Can you take us back in March 2020 when everything was shut down? And I know that you also were in the middle of a move from Edmonton to Ottawa. Can you take us back? What was it like, going through the pandemic as a healthcare worker and still being able to focus this business? Like, take us back in that scene, my sister.
So before, when March, that's when I launched that's when I activated my binary. Before I moved, that night I launched LA. Then I came to Ottawa. The next morning was Tuesday. I was just checking commission. I was like, commission, when is this commission thing is going to start? So I was just wondering, commission, because I learned about the residual income. So on Tuesday, I checked it. I see 1,000, the first 1,000. I was like, okay, there's money in there. Okay, maybe there was a mistake. I just 1,000 is too much money. So I never even get 1 week a month, 1,000 a month from my career even for 1 week. So 1 week, 1,000 1 week, I should say. So then I waited for 3 days. I checked. I was still checking every night before I go to bed if the money was gonna go away. So it's still there. So then when I see the money was not going anywhere for 3 days, I call it. There is 1,000 in my e-wallet. So because I learned all the ways of all the section of the background. So there's money in the e-wallet, 1,000. Where did that came from? That's your commission, my sister. Congratulations, you are commission qualified now because you activated your binary cycle. So, oh my God, now I'm gonna get 1,000. Yeah, if you keep up the good work you're doing. I said, okay, then I kept up. Then the next Tuesday, another 1,000. Oh my God. Then the next week, the next Tuesday came another 1,000. Then I started telling my friend, oh, you know what? The business that the company you guys were saying is not going to work. See, now I started making money. Oh, it's working. Okay. Can we get some of the money for shopping? I was like, no, hold on. So then they asked me some of the commission money to buy some stuff for them. Then eventually I started sharing them. So yeah, that was the first 1,000. Then I started to keep up the good work and the hard work. Yes.
Yes. Let me pause you right there. Let me pause you. I saw earlier the message our sister Nora left where she says she met with Rahma and there's never a dull moment. Just so that you know, when you meet Rahma, you'll come to find out she's naturally hilarious, naturally hilarious. So yes, in our amazing opportunity commission, company, one of the ways that we earn income is what is called binary, right? I know that there might be some guests here so that you understand what Rahma is talking about. So in the binary system, right, in the binary system, what happens is you're able to leverage the effort of people around the world. So when Rahma decided to get to work, she wasn't concerned so much about when is commission coming, what is happening, or so on. All she did is she got to work. Okay, so because of the binary system, one side was running already for her, one side. Finally she said, you know what, I'm going to switch to the other side. Okay. And once she switched to the other side, because all this commission have already accumulated on one side, what happens? She opened her binary right away. So her first paycheck, listen to this, her first paycheck from Opulence Global was $1,000. And yes, I remember getting that phone call and I almost dropped to the floor. Her calling me saying, Ifrah, there is a mistake. The company is making a mistake. There is $1,000 in my account. I waited for 3 days. They still did not catch it. And I was
That
like,
was
no,
fun.
no, that is 7, 8 months of hard work. You have worked. It is your money. Go enjoy, shop, do charity, whatever you need to do, go and enjoy. So yes, I still remember that moment. And for me, as an upline, this is what makes me, revved up every single day, right? I'm sure it's the same. We have so many of our, leaders on the call today. Okay, it's not about us and our paycheck. It's how much of a difference we're making. So to see the fruit and the labor of my downline being able to achieve that, for me, I think I was more excited. I was screaming, and then laughing at the same time, dying
I
because
remember we cried so hard. Then yeah, I remember till I started paying my student loan, then half of it, then giving half. I was just dividing the money. Was very, and I give some to charity, of course. Yeah, it was interesting. Then of course buying, and when as the commission continued, then you start, and then of course the marketing bonus is gonna come. Then the marketing bonus that you can support with your team with whatever if they need promotion books, all those stuff. So it was fun. It is fun actually still.
absolutely, absolutely. So that was, I believe it was May of 2020, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That was March, no, March of 2020, actually. I remember that was March when I came back to Ottawa. So March. Then the commission continued, of course. Then at that time, since I just moved from Edmonton, I was for the first 4 months, I didn't work. So I was just focusing on building the team still. Then I started doing part-time. And as a nurse, I got a job as a nurse as part-time. Then I started doing my business as part-time. Before it was full-time. So I was doing the 2 jobs, part-time, still, and started at that time in Zoom trainings, business training, because when your team grows, you cannot depend only if I have to do all the presentation. So you got to catch up, make a time to say, okay, this time is available for me. So I'm going to train them to do what I did. So then I started coaching my team and to come up like leaders who can do presentation at that time. So yeah, it was fun. And the income tax return came on 2021. So I got the T4 from Opulence. I didn't know I was gonna get T4. Well, I was told I was gonna get T4. So when it came, it was in 40,000 and a couple hundred. Then my nursing T4 came was like was it 35, 30-ish something, was because part-time, so I wasn't working much hours. Even though it was part-time hours and part-time, somehow my Opulence income in T4 and income was more than my nursing T4. I was like, how did that happen? So then I just did my income tax, and even the income tax guy was surprised. Did you make this all from your commission money from this company? I said, wow. You must be one of the richest people. I said, no, I'm not the richest person. I'm just one of the normal people. So then I did my income tax, and that was, exciting. One of the exciting things that happened to me in Opulence Global.
Absolutely, absolutely. So another huge highlight happened in 2020. So in March, she opened her binary and she's now eligible to weekly commission. But it didn't stop there. Okay, it didn't stop there. Now, can you let us know, Rahma, before you file for your income tax, which is the following year, from March 2020, what really transpired in your team? I know that in your bio we mentioned 400
Oh, yes,
partners.
yes.
Can you talk to us about some of the leaders that you were able to tap in? Of course, for you to gain that much success, there's leaders behind you that are
Yes,
working with you.
yes,
Talk to us about
for
that.
sure. So before I even came to Ottawa, I had it like all my Northern, all like Edmonton, Calgary, I had a team expanding. All Norway, Sweden, I had team expanding. I was like, oh my God. So I was still getting excited at the same time, impressing myself at the same time, learning on the whole industry because it was first time working and MLM industry. So and then one of some of my team became lifestyle director one. One of her team became lifestyle director two. She was cruise qualified. We were so happy. We didn't care if we were still LD lifestyle director one and she's LD two. We were still happy. So we didn't get any challenge or anything. So we're just encouraging her. And some of my team became also they were leading the calls. When I was doing 1 week and they were still doing 1 week. If I'm doing product presentation or business presentation, I'm still doing some kind of call, like the encouraging call, how to stay positive mind. So we're having so much fun at the same time when we're holding the calls. Yeah. So the team expanded. They just expanded like ants grow very fast to Norway, especially Europe. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And again, I want to highlight what you're talking about there because now Rahma was no longer just Rahma doing her business, right? Today, she became a leader, which meant she's now going out there and blessing others. And something that Rahma shared, I don't know if you all caught, is the fact that she now has people on her team that have a higher rank LD2s, and
Yep.
she has other downlines that hit LD1 before her. And her response was, actually, it didn't make me feel jealous. I was actually excited. This is the beauty of Opulence Nation. When you look at any other business, any other MLM, okay, what is happening? Many companies, when your downline, your team member exceeds you, what happens to you? You're not happy. Why? It's actually affecting your rank. Yes. But in our business, it's only business where every single time your team achieves a rank, it is a good news for you. It's a good
Yep.
news for you. And because we care about our people so much, I actually cheer the most. I cannot wait until every single person on our team supersedes where I'm at. So Rahma, it's a perfect example. Your own team members hitting ranks before you, and all you're
Yep.
doing is cheering for them.
So yeah, you're gonna be cross qualified. Don't worry, I'm gonna catch you up. So that was friendly competition. No, don't worry, you catch that because of your hard work. Because she was in another MLM before, and she just finished and came from another MLM. That's why. So you know what? You have the experience. That's why. Don't worry. So they used to last too. So yeah, it was exciting and learning opportunity with Opulence Global.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that because it's so important. And a lot of people are talking about how, our business is fair. Opulence Nation is the best. Absolutely. Those are the things that we need to highlight because really we are truly a unique company. Now, Rahma, let me ask you this. So you went ahead and you filed your taxes in 2021. And as you mentioned, your tax guy was just shocked. He has never seen someone who's just doing a side business, few hours on the side online, being able to earn more than an actual job, which people consider legit, right? So even she opened the eyes of her, the tax person, that this is a real business, is a real entrepreneurship, right? So I love that you share. And something else happened though in 2021. What else happened in 2021 that really sparked a lot about right now? One of the biggest reason why you're on this leadership cocktail today is you didn't just stop there. You didn't just say, you know what, I'm earning commission. I'm an LD1. I earn more in my business than in my than in my daytime
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
But you actually took another step. Can you share with us that?
About what and well, what the commission I make at that time, I used very wisely. So I did not just buy clothes or just, even though I was using my Opulence points to buy purses. I have so many purses in at my bag. So I used my commission money first to start paying off my car. Then I used that money to put down payment for my car, my 2020 Toyota car. So, and then I started, and my aunt was very impressed at that time. So she said, "Oh, good for you! Now you're using your money to buy a car very wisely. You're not spending shoes to buy to put it back to the company to buy more shopping and more because she knows I like fashion. So I have so many shoes. So I did and use my commission money to put down payment for my car. Then and my apartment. No, my birthday was 2021. Yeah. So the biggest one at that time was the car that I got it.
Absolutely. I love that. And I can attest to that Rahma loves shopping. During our recent trip to the National Women's Show in Toronto, everybody was shopping from Rahma's bag. They're like, okay, Rahma, what bag do you have? Like, we're all going through it, right? People were shopping from there because she has everything under the sun. Even on a trip, she takes everything with her. So definitely you are a perfect example of being a product of the product from head to toe, even her mask, everything. She's a walking opulence. And again, that is what when our CEO talks about how when you see other people who are earning very good income versus people in our company that are earning okay income, when they come together, you can tell who's from opulence. Why? Because of the luxury lifestyle, right? Automatically, how we're dressed, you can tell this is opulence, this is some other company, right? So, and you represent that. You represent that every single day. And I thank you for that, for doing that. Now, let's talk about, Rahma, some challenges. I know that earlier you mentioned a little bit, but I am sure, as a young woman who has never done business, knows nothing about MLM or network marketing, works full-time, average girl next door, right? What were some of the challenges that you were faced with from the time that you started up until now, and how do you deal with it?
So usually the biggest challenge is yourself. Is actually myself. So you gotta train yourself to say, okay, you can do this. If everybody can do it, you can do this. I remember even when Renee came to Edmonton, I was like, if Renee reached $1 million, so he's the youngest millionaire, I could be the next youngest millionaire too. So that was one of the mentality. Still, that was the one thing that programmed me that I can just do anything. If there's people who can do it, if they have the company, we are in the same company, same product. The only thing is different is that commitment and how much hard work they put in, and how they stayed committed to the product. So whenever I see myself, like some days when I'm working, especially right now, I'm doing full time. So when I started like getting like out of track, maybe not putting so much time I'm supposed to be putting. I said, you know what? No, Rahma, you want to buy one day an Opulence house. So that's one of my. So you want to buy a house from the commission you're making or the money you from selling the product. You want to buy a house. So you cannot sleep. So if you want to be a young millionaire, there's no sleep. So one of the things that whenever myself or my mind is saying, oh Rahma, you're too tired, or you cannot do this, or this is it's too much for you because you're already doing full-time job, or you have already enough stable job. You don't need MLM. I was like, no, you want to buy. You promise yourself. You promise already a car. Now you have the car. The next one is to buy a house. So if you want to buy a house like Renee, so like you gotta work hard, like how he works. You gotta stay committed. So that's one I tell myself. And people, like, if they say no, I don't take them personal. I say, okay, you know what, no worries. Then I give them time. Then I still go back to them. And if they still say no, I don't push them because I don't want them to plug me. So I still don't. Do you know anybody who's interested, whatever, at that time, if I'm sharing the product of the business, then I tell them. So that one of the things that you gotta go to, especially and to the corporate events or whatever events that's happening, the boot camps, the trainings. If you stay plugged in, you have all this again. Your mental is built. Because I went to Edmonton and Renee was coming to Edmonton. I remember I took off from work. So whenever there is a corporate calls or corporate events, I'm told myself, you know, Rahma, you have to be there no matter what. So I rearrange my schedule. Then I end up going to the event. It doesn't matter how many days. So I even do, if I have to do even double shift, I do that double shift. Even if I have to do 2 days double shift, 16 hours, I will do so I can get off to attend the event, because I know since I'm new to the MLM industry, then you gotta stay. Right now, I don't think I'm still new, but if you're new to the MLM industry, you gotta do what you have to do in order to become confident and comfortable. It becomes like natural for you. Yeah. Sorry, I keep talking. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Right on, right on. And that is something actually we should have highlighted before. You're absolutely right. I remember when in 2019, you were probably, you started in September, Renee came in October, November, right away, 3 days off, unpaid, listen to this, unpaid leave. She's like, what? Our youngest millionaire is coming? That's it. Calls her work, I need those 3 days off. That's right. And then most recently, in November, we had the event in our conventions, excuse me, convention conference, right?
Black and tie, black and red tie. I remember I bought it, the red dress. I had fun dancing that.
Yes. So again, she took time off. Most recently, the National Women's Day, she took time off. Rahma would work double shift. That's right. She would work double shift so she can take time off to be in Toronto and to be part of the action. And I love what you shared about Rahma. Because of your target, we talk a lot about setting targets. For you, what you see is your target. So if you are committed to your target, you're going to make it happen no matter what, right? So I love what you shared. So yes, Rahma's next target is to buy how many $1 million home? What are you looking at, Rahma?
Well, before that, I had a dream about the sports car, black sports car. I think that might be first, because oh my God, I don't know where it came from. So the white car I have now was gonna take work, and the black sports car, I don't know where it came from. I was gonna just drive it when I'm visiting families. So I told my sister, "Oh, are you gonna get that from Opulence? You never know." So of course, why not? So maybe before the house, another white, and the black car, or maybe the house first, then the black car. Yeah. So it depends. How many houses? Maybe one for sure in Canada and some in back home. Inshallah.
I love it. I love it. So she's already planning for her second car and her home, not only in Canada, but also back home. Again, commitment, right? Target. There's a saying in Somali where we say, you know, "Qof meel u caddahay, meel ayaa ka madow." Basically means when you have a target and that you can see the light of it, everything else is dark. You don't see your challenges. You don't see working double shift. All of that is dark. But you can the only thing that's lit for you right now, the only light that you have is your target. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Rahma. I know that we're almost at the top of the hour. We have about 13 minutes here. There is a question here before I ask for a final advice that you have. I know that we have a lot of guests here, as well as a lot of our partners, but there is a Q&A that came from our brother Raymond here. By the way, those of you that are on the call, feel free to ask any question. It's definitely a great time to do that. So Raymond is asking, during the first 3 months of being not active, how was your perception about the smart buy? What was your commitment back then?
Oh, good point. Can you guys imagine? I never miss my smart buy. I never even go down from 150. It doesn't matter. At that time, I didn't have e-wallet money. So I was using my credit card for my own money. So if you want to become commission qualify, you can use the money from your e-wallet to buy your smart buy. But somehow every month I was using products, so I didn't even have like money taken out from my e-wallet, put into shopping credit, or money taken out from my car, put into shopping credit. It never happened. So always there's a fountain of life, because I use fountain of life a lot. And yeah, you could say that because I have asthma. So since I started from Kenya, that time Lucy Cran, she gave me the fountain of life. From that time up to now, I'm still using fountain of life. Some months I use 2 bottles. So I never even missed 150. Well, I remember when I came to Edmonton when I was a retailer because I just finished vacation. So I started retailer, then I upgraded to lifestyle. Within weeks, as soon as I get my first paycheck, I upgraded lifestyle director and lifestyle advisor. Then I set up my smart buy automatically. Even though I was retailer, I set up automatically my shopping credit 150. Then I upgraded within like 7 days after the paycheck. So then, yeah, 150 is very important, guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for any guests that are on the call, what we're talking about is really the minimum activity, the minimum investment that you need to put into your business in order to be able to earn or tap into the 12 ways of earning income, have that phenomenal car that you dream of, right? Live the life that you want. In order to do that, all you have to do is just invest 150. Okay. So some companies might call that not a smart buy, but they would call it, I believe, I forget the term because I've never been in other companies, but they call it so many different terms. Most companies in network marketing have it. For us, it's only 150. I know for some companies it's 500, some of them 1,000, some ridiculous amount, but for us it's only 150. And with that 150, not only are you getting products with it, either way that you are consuming, like Rahma said, I'm sure she spends way more than 150 every month on herself.
Yeah, so I spend 250, 200 minimum. Because I use the toothpaste, I use the cream, I use the spray like crazy because I spray it on my shoes because I'm wearing so many hours at work. So when you spray it on your shoes, it's gonna kill the smell. And you can spray it on your stethoscope, on your computer, all your area, it's gonna antimicrobial. So it's gonna kill the cream and the shampoo, of course. I use all the products. And if sometimes I like to get some fashion, so I end up spending a lot. So whatever I want, so for me, e-wallet is very shopping.
There you go. Exactly.
150 is not enough.
Sorry, go ahead, my sister.
I said 150 is not enough for me to sustain my personal use. Imagine buying products and then selling it. It's gonna be more. Yeah.
Exactly. So you need to, in order for you to be able to really have that longevity, have that success that you're looking for, you need to do your basics, as my sister Fabronia says, right? Your basics, what is that? You use the product yourself. So why buy a shampoo, a toothpaste, or even a necklace from another store when you can get it from your own store? So this is what I love about Rahma. It's being a product of the product, whether it's what she consumes or what you see on the outside. It really goes to show you, every single day, that's how she lives by. And you're absolutely right. The 150 should never, ever be a question. So for anyone who has a question, you need to understand the value of the product that you have. On top of that, you actually be able to tap into all these amazing incentives. You get higher discount. It's just a bonus on top of a bonus. So it should never be a question about that. And thank you for re-emphasizing the importance of the 150. And thank you to our brother Raymond for that excellent question. I do see here our sister Nora has her hand up. So I'm going to allow Nora to say a few words, and then we're going to close it out with very powerful, your last message to everybody here. Anyone who has any more questions, please post it in the Q&A because we're almost at the top of the hour. All right. Hello, my dear Nora. Welcome to the call.
Hello, good morning. I've been smiling all the way because I just remember Rahma, sister, so hilarious. I just want to, you already mentioned it, both of you ladies already mentioned it, but imagine when I just write a note to myself, imagine just for the people here that are new or having a dilly-dally about our smart buy, imagine if Rahma, when she started, she didn't set and her smart buy right away from the get-go, just imagine all the thousands of dollars that she was earning in commission would never have happened, would never have happened. So even if you just started and you haven't, let's say there was no action in your like in your business yet, you haven't done anything, or you're doing it, you have maybe one person, what's happened with her is she built probably just on one leg before she activate her other leg. So that's how, when so that build up of CV, don't worry about that build up of CV, because he is on 150 on smart buy. That's why soon as he opened her other side, boom, 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 boom. It's like money, but it's like a tsunami of money coming out every single week. So don't, if you can also build it as rushing, like, one side, both sides right away to qualify for binary. But if you do that, you build just that one side and then let it build up in CV, boom, the money will just come out every week. That's why she had that money every week. But if she didn't do that, if she said, oh, that's why when people say, maybe you're thinking, I don't have money right now, I cannot afford the smart buy, I'll just do 35, or I'll just do this. So, because remember, when you do 35, you only accumulate CV on one side, on one business center. For her, she's earning cash on the shop one, and her business 2 and 3 are already have also CV accumulated that is just waiting for another action to come on. So it is really to our, like, remember our CEO, that is optional. That is one optional that our CEO is given, or CEO is given as the freedom, because we don't want, he doesn't want us to be stressed about smart buy, but we shouldn't be stressed about smart buy. This is for our own good. It's for our own benefit. And this story right now with Rahma is a perfect example. She was busy with this, a perfect example of that. So that's why he was like, because he was mentioning, then the following week I have another 1,000, following week I have another 1,000. So that's why, because you had that build up of CV there. But it would have been a waste if she didn't do that. She didn't set up her smart buy right away, because imagine those thousands of dollars, you're just flushing it. So it and come back, even if you borrow money to like example, when I started, I borrow money to start, money come for my smart buy coming up for my credit card, but that credit card is paid off many times over. Like, it was done, it pays off your debts actually. So thank you so much, Rama. So I just want to reiterate that for the new people, that make sure you understand the power of smart buy. Thank you so much.
Absolutely love it. Thank you, my sister Nora, for re-emphasizing, right? The 150 should never, ever, ever be a question. Once you understand it, once I see somebody questioning, clearly they have not understood what they have. It is very clear. But those of us that understand it from day one, it's never a question. So thank you for re-emphasizing that. Absolutely. Imagine your first paycheck being 1,000, and then every week after that 1,000, right? All because you were able to do your monthly basic of 150. Amazing. I do see here my sister Faronia all the way in Kenya that has her hand up as well. I'm going to welcome my sister Faronia. Welcome to the call, my dear.
Wow, congratulations, Rahma. I am super proud of you, my sister. Thanks a lot, Ifra, for that great job you have done helping that girl to be the person she is. What I have really liked about Rahma is her teachability. She is so teachable. She will, she's that person when asked to jump, she will not ask why, she will ask how high. That's the kind of spirit I have seen in her. I have seen the Kenyan girl in her, the resilient person, the go-getter, that person who says, I must get it. It has to come. Wow, Rahma, you have really inspired me. You have really given me a great challenge. And I'm asking myself, if she has done it with all that, why not me? If she can do it, I too can do it. I've really liked the fact that she went all out. she could go back to the recordings to learn. She took time to understand, what is this I've gotten myself into? What is required of me? She personally took it. It became hers. She owned it from the day one, from onset. She owned it from the beginning, from the time she was even thinking, taking a whole 2 days to think of a name to give her business. That's a very serious person. I've never come across such a person, even in business. I was in another network marketing before I came here, but I've not met a serious person who looks at her business with all her eyes open and her heart open. Rahma, continue with the same spirit, and I pray that you duplicate yourself so that we can get so many Rahmas in your team like you. And my sister, sky cannot hold you. You just have to pass through it, because it will not be the limit. Congratulations. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much, sisters. Thank you so much, Sister Fabronia. If I can do it, you can do it, of course. If Rahma and Rene can do it, and Reza and Maria Baptiste and Amarajit, we can all do it, guys. Let's do what they do. We can all do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now we have none other than Hava Sahara Saeed. We call her Havo because of the fact that she's actually the mother of our Opulence Empire team, the first person to be there, and was kind enough to share with me. And of course, now it reached Rahma and so many other sisters and brothers around the world. Sahara Saeed, welcome to the call, my dear.
Assalamu alaikum, and all of you. Thank you very much, and welcome, and good morning, good afternoon, good everything. Actually, Ifrah, I put the telephone like a Somali, and kind of like when they carry the baby, how they put it behind. I was doing the gardening, so I couldn't miss this phone call. If you don't see a lot of Muchi and all these good things, because the telephone was my baby on my back, and I was doing the garden. So I say I must share the tea with this excitement, because the telephone is my baby today. It's on my back. Wow. So I want to tell you, first of all, and the show is for Rahma. Rahma, bravo, bravo. I couldn't proud for you more than anything. My heart is warm. I'm jumping up and down, and I'm so glad you took the leadership, you took the decision, and so many layers decision you took over. From layers after layers, you were working full time. You're a young lady. You're traveling all over the place. Your mama wasn't feeling well. You're studying. All that, you did not even look back. When you see the opportunity, you say, that's it. Go get it. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it no matter what. And guess what? It pay you off. And it pay you off for all of us, not only you. Not only you. It's a great example for our company, Opulence Global, and it's a great example for Opulence Empire, and it's a great example for each individual who listen and who will hear this recording. It is amazing. I couldn't have enough words to emphasize what it means, smart by being. Like you, the top of the decision you make is, you don't know nothing, but you say, I know the best. Just to do the prosperity say that book, the system say that I have to pay my 150 for no matter what. And I call Hagbet 150, the Somali system of economic wise. We started, as you see, we survive in all Somalia and all over the place around the world. What we do is something Hagbet. I pay my university. Like what it means is 20 women getting together, trusting one another, and they put the money together. And each of them, when her need comes, she's getting a 10,000, 20,000, whatever amount that they bring monthly together. I call my Opulence in smart buy. That is our Hagbet. You put in the money there, you collecting it, and what is the sale come? Two bags of family bag, you just order there, and right there you just you get money, your money back. I'm so happy, my speech going all over the place. And when it become the item that you need it and you dream it, your money is accumulated there as a Hagbet, and you just pick it up your money and you buy it. When your sister-in-law visit you, when your brother-in-law visit you, when your honored guest come to see you, you have backup. You have the backup you will never save. But the top of that, You are potential to become a next millionaire. So wow. I believe my company, I believe my product, I believe our team. God bless you all over the place. Wherever you are, wherever you touch, and our business is gonna be, as our CEO say, we're gonna be as the Facebook become media, social media, Facebook become a social media lead, we're gonna be MLM leaders as Opulence Global. There you go, guys. Bless you and give you back. Rahma, bravo. If I could not even put a word what Ifrah it is. Ifrah, I say, and I'm gonna put the challenge to Opulence Global. Ifrah is gonna be the next millionaire, the young woman who is gonna be leading multi-level marketing business. If you want to take that position, fight for it. All of you, I love you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Abasada Saeed. You always inspire us as well. We're honored to have you as none other than our amazing Opulence Empire mom. You're always there with us, training, preparing with us, teaching us, encouraging us. So we appreciate you so much. And get back to gardening. Enjoy your gardening today.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you, Hawa. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bravo. Thank you, Rahma. Okay,
Thank you.
take
You're
care.
welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
I love it. We are at the top of the hour. So many amazing messages coming here. My sister Nancy Kihika, our African queen, we call her, all the way in Kenya, says, wow, I love this excitement. Conwajo also says, wow, I've never heard of such joy. This is wonderful. I love it. Maria Baptist, that is beautiful. Janine says, yes, inshallah. All of us, right? We're all here without a doubt. This is why we always say to the billion, right? We want everybody to win, So let's go out there and create that 1,000 millionaires around the globe. So now I want to close it with, I don't see any more Q&A. I think we've said a lot. And I want to close it with Rahma. So Rahma, my sister, any advice, any closing words that you have, both for our guests and for our partners today?
I would say the partners first. You did a great job for partner Opulence Global, and the guests, I would say, don't wait because the more time you wait, you're gonna lose your timing. So timing is everything. So if you're already happy with our product, of course you're gonna be happy, and the business, just don't wait time. Just set up. Even if you don't have cash, use your credit card. Then you can pay it off after you sell your welcome package. Yeah, and your products, then you can pay it off. So because the next person who's going to come is going to be either under you or it's going to be under somebody else's team. So you have like 50% chance of being your team.
I'm not sure if you're done talking or you got caught off.
No, my internet kicked me out. Sorry, I was gonna say, yeah, I was just saying, don't waste time. So I think my phone is saying, okay, Rahman, it's time to go. Anyway, so I would say just that you have to plug into the training, as I said before, and the meetings. Even if you miss one, especially the corporate meetings, the Monday one to learn all about update about the products. The Sunday one to get inspiration, the Saturday live training, and of course the important one, the first call, because you need all those trainings and on top of your other trainings of your team to stay open-minded, to stay inspired, to stay exciting, of course, and to learn a lot of the products. And if you're new like me, so you gotta plug in all the and make sure when you're listening, take a note, especially if you when you're new. I remember I bought a Rahma book to write down all how to stay motivated and what to do, what to succeed, and to try. But believe, that's when I learned when I was 11 and 10. So believe the product, believe yourself, believe the product and the business, the product, and yourself. Then it's gonna stay yours. So if you are mentally prepared, mentally built, then you can and you can, and there's nothing that can penetrate you, affect you, to put you down. So you have like a shield to protect you. So stay and connected to the system and learn the prosperity book. I remember I was told, read the prosperity book. I was reading the first chapter of the prosperity book. So make sure you do that. Yeah, stay connected to the system and learn. And ask questions if you don't understand. and watch watch other people who did success. If you want to achieve something, okay, if they can do all those people. Last point that I'm done. Last because I kicked out. So I make sure you if you watch the other lead that is like Renee, my favorite, and Efra and Reza and Maria Baptiste. Maria Baptiste, I love you too, sister. So we're done. Or to stay black in all those leaders, to stay motivated, to stay excited, to listen when they're talking. Because sometimes you feel down and you don't feel excited. So when you listen other leaders that you look up to, and when you're listening to them, how they're talking, how they're even when they're doing presentation, if you plugged in, you feel excited. So you guys, that's why it's important. Even if they're doing a business presentation, product presentation, even though you know the product and the business, still and go in.
Wow, wow, wow.
All right, done. Yeah, so many times already.
Thank you, my sister. What a commitment, right? I think my sister Leah, somebody said earlier, imagine having a power outage and it's still pushing through. She's still pushed through. So we want to thank you so much, my sister Rahma, for inspiring all of us, right? I literally have goosebumps everywhere right now. And what I love about how you share your story is just with so much excitement, so much love, so much purity, right? You're so pure in your intentions, in what you do every day, your energy, and it shows through. And everybody on the chat is thanking you so much, really, for being on this call with us, to share with us, and for being there, through and through. I know that you barely miss any calls, so I cannot, wait the next time that you come back to the Leadership Cocktail, how many more things you're going to share with us, your second car, your home, and all these amazing things. We're all here to watch you grow. For me, the best part was seeing you. You're like this flower, like my sister Forminia said, that just can't be stopped, can't just unstoppable. And to watch you bloom into the woman that you are, the powerful leader that you are, it's been an honor and pleasure. And it's been an honor to share this stage with you today as well, and many more days to come, inshallah, God willing. I want to thank all my sisters and brothers on the call for taking time out of their busy schedule on a Sunday evening, morning, or afternoon to be with us here, to shower us with so much love and attention. I hope those of you that are watching the recording, that something that Rahma said really sparks something in you, that you make the same decision that Rahma made back in September of 2019. If you're looking for that freedom, if you're looking for that opportunity, most of us, we don't realize it every single day. We're praying, God give us the opportunity. But when an opportunity like this comes, when a sister or brother invites you to a tour and says, come take a look at it, guess what happens? Most of us turn around, even though we're praying about it. So I urge you to really dig deep and ask yourself, what is it that I want to leave in this world, right? Do you want to make people's lives change? Do you want to make your life change? Do you want to impact your family, right? So definitely this is the opportunity for you. As my sister Rahma mentioned, do not sit on it. Do not waste on it. Plug yourself into the upcoming webinar. I know there's one happening at 2 p.m. done by my sister Stella all the way in the UK. I know there's one being done at, no, today is Sunday, sorry. Is it today Sunday that she does? I know that there's one happening at 8 p.m. Eastern by our Caribbean team. Plug yourself in. And because we have this amazing promotion right now called Safe Home Revolution, definitely where you can earn up to, where you will get for free $478 worth of products for free. You definitely want to plug in, get yourself started, join hands with us today. And with that, I leave you all with to the billion. Let's take this baby to the billion. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rahma. Do you want to actually...
Thank you guys for all the support and the encouragement. I wasn't expecting I'm gonna be on the leadership call one day, but you never know. Anything is possible if you believe it. So have fun.